Is Baker Mayfield at a crossroads right now? What's Sam Darnold's readiness? Matt Rhule was asked about the college coaching job opportunities today. It seems like Carolina's first up on hot seat crossroads situation this year.
Sure. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things to watch in Carolina. And, the awkward part about it, Rich, is the timelines don't really match up, with college and pros anymore, where, like if you look at like when USC and LSU hired Brian Kelly and Lincoln Riley away last year, and then Notre Dame and Oklahoma replaced those guys. I believe that was like the end of November, beginning of December. And, the gap, because the college hiring cycles moved up and the NFL season's moved back a week now with the 18th week and the 17th game. If you're a coach in the position Matt Rhule is, where you're on the hot seat from an NFL perspective and you're going to be a hot commodity from a college perspective, those timelines don't really match up. So, where this could get really, really awkward and weird is if the Panthers don't turn it around. And I'm not saying they aren't going to turn it around, but if the Panthers don't turn it around and you get to Thanksgiving and the Panthers are completely out of the race, and now Nebraska and Colorado and Arizona State, Wisconsin want to talk to Matt Rhule, that's where I think this thing could get really awkward. If the Panthers win, maybe it won't be. If the Panthers pull the plug early, it wouldn't be, obviously, but this could get awfully awkward. And, for Baker, obviously, there's a lot on the line now. Because eventually there will come the point when Sam Darnold is ready to get back out there. And, I don't know how much trust there is in Sam Darnold in that building after what happened last year, but we've all seen this in the past where desperate times can call for desperate measures where, coaches, staff are willing to just throw stuff against the wall to try to see what works.
Where's the next benching for quarterbacks? I'm looking around and I'm wondering, could Washington be one of them? I'm wondering, is there a hot seat for Rivera in Washington? Heaven forbid. I love that guy. But right now, Tennessee is now coming to town. There's a Thursday night short week game at Chicago. That reeks of, the Bears running Wentz into the ground as well. It just doesn't seem to be working right now in Washington. What do you think?
I would say the arrow's pointing in the wrong direction right now. And you look, the quarterback rating's steadily gone down week to week. I think even like the coaches, publicly saying a lot of the sacks are on Carson. And
they are.
When you start to see it, when you start to hear the coaches talking that way,
wow.
It is very literally a kick in the ass. You know what I mean? Like, you need to do a better job. And I just, you hate to use the word broken, Rich, but he had a pretty good situation in Indianapolis last year where the coach really wanted to make it work with him, and the Colts had all kinds of motivation to try to see what they could do to make it work with Carson Wentz, and he was playing with the NFL rushing champion behind him, so there wasn't the world on his shoulders, and it still collapsed down the stretch. And now I think, you're seeing like Ron Rivera really, really wanted to put his trust in the guy. It's hard for me to see right now where he finishes the season as a starter, especially because they've got a kid behind him in Sam Howell, who they actually really like. And, if the staff does make it to 2023, and because of all that Ron's been forced to put up with as the head coach of that organization, I would hope that they would give him that amount of rope where, he gets one more year to show that he can turn it around. I would think that maybe they'd want to see what they have in Sam Howell before they make a decision on what to do at quarterback in 2023.